On. Praise the Lord. Good tidings and all that good stuff. Hey guys, listen. I'm coming to you guys because the Lord is telling me to give a warning to his children. Um, God had let us go through things so that we can help others along the way. And there's this thing that used to happen with my phone. And you know, I pay attention to everything about me and everything around me, everybody around me, every instance, every circumstance. I pay attention to everything. Okay. My phone used to make this chirping sound, and I'm gonna let you guys hear it in a moment. Um, I've been noticing when I'm watching different children of the fathers on YouTube. Before their phones wouldn't make that chirp sound, but now their phones are making the same chirp sound that my phone was making. And when my phone was making that chirp sound, I had came across some new people, a new group of people. They were God haters. One said that he used to believe in God, and God never showed up for him, so he don't believe in God anymore. One just hate, just I mean, that was the one I dealt with. This one that he just hated God with a passion. Okay, um, it was a whole group of them, male and female, and I noticed that when I met this group of people, my phone used to chirp like a and I used to always wonder what it was. I used to think maybe it was the police because someone would before I moved to Ohio, um, my son had got shot and killed, and the other one was put in prison, and someone shot up my house, and I still to this day don't know who it was. My two sons, they never brought any of their friends to my house, so we don't know who it was. Okay, and then I was also standing up for the water issue that was going on in Flint, Michigan, and someone shot my house up, so we don't know who it was. I have an I believe it was the government because of the simple fact I stayed right across the street from one school and right down the street from the other school. The school that I lived down the street from, that camera was always pointed down the street, and you could always see my house. Reason why I know is because my son used to work at that particular school. And I used to go up there all the time and talk with the ladies in the office and in the lunchroom and everything. And I always saw that camera, and you could see my house just as clear. And then they had just built a school across the street from me, right directly across the street in front of my house. There were cameras pointed right at my house, but they said that they didn't have any film footage to say or to show anybody that the people that was shooting up my house. And I found that strange. Okay. Um, if it had been some thugs, of course that would have been on camera. If it had been government, no, it's not going to be on camera because they don't want that to get out. So conveniently, neither camera caught what was going on, and it was during school hours. Okay, so when I moved to Ohio, I began to hear, and I started working at this particular place. I'm not gonna call the name. I know they're gonna see the video. They watch all my videos, and they try to block me. They still do today. Yeah, Jesus. When I would hear that chirp, I always thought, well, okay, maybe that's the government. But they're kind of sloppy because when the government tap into your phone, you don't hear them tapping. And I found that strange. When the government tap in, you're not gonna know they're there. Um, but I would hear different stuff in the background of my phone. I would hear that chirping sound pop in. And it never happened until I met this particular group of people. And these people were God haters. Okay. They hated God. There was an older lady that was in charge of them. I called her Mrs. C. And even though now Mrs. C hid her feelings about God. She came off as someone that really liked God, but she didn't. She was in control of the guys and the women and the men that was, there. She was in control of them. Um, she was the leader. Yeah, Jesus. They presented themselves as someone that was there to help. But in actuality, if you refuse to join them, or if you refuse to not believe in God, or refuse to deal with their mess, they try to make your life a living hell. I know because I went through it and I'm still going through it. But thanks be to God, His mercy and His grace has kept me and will keep me until, understand that. I don't fear them and I don't fear nothing that they think they can do. They block your finances. They come up against your family, anybody that's trying to help you. They interfere in your bank accounts. They interfere in your doctors and hospitals. They just there. They interfere in everything concerning you. All right. And the Lord has told me to put this video out so that His children will understand. When you hear, I'm gonna let me play this guy. Now there was this lady, that's this young lady named Liddy that I watch. Her phone has been chirping like that for about a year. But I said, okay, you know. But then the other day, I watched this guy. His phone did the same thing. God said it comes in 2 and 3 witnesses. So I say, Lord, what is going on? And I said, Lord, should I tell them about it? He said, yes. Yes. Warn them. Now, if your phone has started chirping like this, that means you've already come in contact with them. You have already come in contact with them. Liddy, what do you call your show, Liddy? I can't remember, but she's a thick woman she's an African woman, and her phone chirps like that. It's been chirping for a year, so she's already come in contact. They would befriend you. They would try to become your lovers. They'll try to become any part of you that they can do in order to get in to see what you're about, so that they know which way to attack you. Some, I believe, have already married some of these people, but they're not there to love you. They're there to hurt you. Okay? I want you to hear the chirp. So listen to this guy. Be listening for the chirp.
I was on my knees, hands crossed and everything, praying. And I saw Yeshua, and there was a big door. There's 2 big doors, the gate of heaven.
You hear that? Say, let's do it again.
Yeshua, and there was a big door. There's 2 big doors, the gate of heaven.
You hear say, one more time. Let's do it again.
Yeshua, and there was a big door. There's 2 big doors, the gate of heaven. And,
okay, now, if your phone is doing that, if your phone is doing that, you have already come in contact with these people. They are God haters. They hate the Father. They are there to steal, kill, and to destroy. In the end, they want to see you deceased, unalived. That's what their goal is. But until they can get you there, they're going to try to steal from you. They're going to try to block you. They're going to try to alter your mind. They will be throwing spells and curses on you. If you fall in love with somebody, since your phone been chirping, that guy or that girl, they do not love you. That's just a tactic that they use. Okay? Y'all be careful. God's children are under surveillance, but it's not from the government. It is from a group that hate God. It is from a group that hate God to block and stop your purpose. And they want to unalive you. Okay? So the Father told me to put this warning out, And I'm being obedient and I'm putting this warning out. Now, y'all be careful. Again, be careful. If your phone is doing that little chirping sound that you heard in the background while the guy was talking, it was like, if your phone is doing that, you have already made contact with them. Be careful of people since that phone been making that. Be careful of those people that you have met during the time your phone first started doing that. If your phone is not doing that, and if it does that in the future, beware of the people that you are around that are new to your circle. Be careful. They are out here trying to harm God's people. And they are all colors. They're not just white, they're not just black, they're all colors. The group that was around me, there were some white ones, there were some black ones, male, female. One was a Chinese. One was a, what are you? Indian. Is that Indian? I want to say he was Indian. American, young, middle age, older. There's a group of them. How many? I don't know. I don't know. So y'all beware. Hey. Beware and be careful. Because they're not there to help you. Well, the older lady, she gave me $100. And I don't take money from people. But because she was an older lady and she talked to me and I fell for it, even though I knew I shouldn't have took the $100. Do y'all know my money dried up? Dried up completely until recently, till like maybe the last year. I lost my job. Every job I got, I would lose it instantly, it seemed like. And it was for no reason. Just kept losing. Spellbound. Spells and curses. Don't take money from people. I don't care. I want to sow into your ministry. I want to sow into your future. You be careful of who you take money from. That's the very reason why I don't take money now on my page, on my channel. I do not take money from anyone because I will not fall for that again. Whatever I need, I look to the Father to provide. And he's been doing a pretty good job of that. Okay. They've been attacking my son here recently. They've been trying to attack him financially, but see, they can't get to his finances, but they're trying. They've been trying to attack him in so many different ways because he's the one that was taking care of me when my money dried up, and then I got sick, and I know that's a curse because it comes and goes. Yeah, that's a curse. That's a spell that they do, and they have to keep doing it over and over and over. What else can I say? It's like your dreams, they dry up. It's like you know your dreams and you know your aspiration, you know what you're supposed to be doing, but it's so hard to do any of it. Some of the dreams just dry up, just go away. But then when you talk to the Lord and the Lord bring it back to you, then he'll bring it back, he'll rebirth it. So they try, hey, they tried, but they didn't succeed. They're still trying today. I'm going to make another video when I get off here because I want to show, I don't do this what I'm about to do on my next video, but I want to show you guys how one of them been trolling me and been trying to attack me to try to discourage me. I'm gonna read the messages that he's been leaving on one of my pages, the one about the prophetess and the prophets not sitting under pastors by biblical standpoint. In the end, when it was over, he told me I was a fake prophet and everything. I'm going to read the whole thing from beginning to end. His questions and his remarks, and my questions and my remarks. And then he also went to another thing that I put on, another writing that I posted, and he left a remark and I replied. He or she, whoever it is. But I want y'all to see exactly how these people move and operate. All right. Now, with that being said, my daughter that came in the house with the groceries, so I'm trying to get off here so I go help her do this. But with that being said, I love y'all with the love of Christ. Till next time, peace and stay blessed. Amen.